Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. In today's video, I'm going to show you something that I teach every single one of my students. So grab your bike, class is in session. In this video, I'm going to teach you the track stand. Track stands is one of my favorite no excuse drills. That means you can do it any day, even when it's raining, when it's cold outside, it doesn't matter. You can do it inside your house, in your living room, in your kitchen, and in your hallway, in your bathroom, in your bedroom. It doesn't matter. There is absolutely no reason for you not to have this mastered. Just 10 minutes a day will go a really long way. There's two things that you need to learn before you do the track stand, and that's wall stalls and ratchet pedaling. So let me take a minute to show you what those are. Wall stalls are a super important thing to learn as you're getting used to doing track stands. The first thing I do is I put my front tire against the side of my car. You could use a wall or anything you could find. And I just start putting pressure into my front foot and I pedal into my car. When I sandwich the front wheel into the car, it helps me balance. Now you actually don't have to put your other foot on. Just let it dangle and balance like the tail of a squirrel. So I'm starting to get used to using my chain to help me balance with my bike. Once you feel comfortable with the foot off, go ahead and try to put your foot on the pedal and see how long you can balance there. To get out of a wall stall, you just lean back, bring your hips behind the saddle a little bit, release the pressure from the chain, and ratchet pedal out. Wall stalls are really fun. You can be creative and you can come up with your own tricks. So make sure to experiment with this, get out every day and see what you can come up with. The next thing that you want to learn is ratchet pedaling. Ratchet pedaling is when you put pressure down on the chain and leave your front foot forward. You back it up and pedal down, back it up and pedal down over and over again. You never turn or crank over, you never go with your other foot forward, you're always with your dominant foot forward. This is super important for technical riding because when you're going through a rock garden, uphill, or you're trying to do anything technical, if you turn your crank over, you could hit your pedal on a rock, you could lose your balance, and when you have your second favorite foot forward, that's a little bit harder to do any sort of maneuvering or cornering or anything like that. So ratchet pedaling is a super useful tool for technical mountain bike riding, and it's going to be really useful for you learning a track stand. Okay, so now that you can do the wall stalls and you're really good at ratchet pedaling, let's get into track stands. To start a track stand, you'll notice I'm in my driveway where I've got a slight incline. When you're trying to do a track stand while pointing uphill, this is going to help you quite a bit. The hill's going to want to push you back on your chain and you're going to use your chain to resist it. Believe it or not, I'm not using my brakes when I track stand. But you'll notice in this clip, I'm pointing straight uphill. Let me fix that for you. So now you can see that I'm coming at an angle, and when I turn my wheel is what's pointed straight uphill. This is going to help you quite a bit. I've heard people argue about which way they turn their front wheel. I don't think it matters a whole lot. I'll just tell you why I do it the way I do it. The way I like to turn my wheel is into my front foot. This allows me to hold my bike up by bracing my saddle against my knee. You're going to want to turn your wheel a lot more than you think you need to. This is going to really help you create a space for you to balance with. You can see that my upper body is twisted just a little bit. And it's really important for you to be off the brakes and to always be moving. So I'll kind of rock the bike forward and rock the bike back, and I'll just keep going back and forth and create an area for me to balance. Once you have this down in a sloped area, try to do it on the flat. It's going to be a little bit harder, and then once you start pointing downhill, you'll want to use your brakes to do a track stand. Another great way to get used to doing track stands or slow speed riding is just create a very small area for you to ride in and just ride around and don't go outside of the barriers and don't put your foot down, always leaving your dominant foot forward. So there you have it, a few things that you can do every day to get better at track stands. You should be able to master this in no time, especially if you put at least 10 minutes a day on this. There is no excuse not to master this drill. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Support for my channel comes from Patreon. Help me reach my goal so I can get a lot more lessons out there to you. Thanks everyone.